Wisdom lies not in seeing things, but in seeing through things. That's a quote by Manly P. Hall that keeps popping up for me recently. So I really had to pay attention and take heed to it. And I've been thinking about that quote a lot over the last few days. It's so true. It's not what you see, but what you see through. Okay, so it has to do with the concept of lifting the veil or taking away the unnecessary, because that concept applies to so many things in life. Once you remove all of the things that are, like I said, unnecessary, or all of the negative things, it's what you're left with that essentially counts. Like, you get freedom by stripping away everything that prevents freedom. You get love that by stripping away all the fears and things like that are blocking love. So to get to the essence of things, it's stripping away all of the illusions, stripping away all of the unnecessary, stripping away everything that is essentially encumbering that essential truth. So wisdom lies in seeing through things. And that also determines where your bubble of reality ends, or your bubble of possibility, because we all see through certain things, but then we get to a point where we can't see through it. Like a lot of people these days could see through the charade of politics, for example. They could see that it's one big stage show, and especially in the US, and that they're all lying and it's all manipulated and all that stuff. Most people could see through that, for example. But there's deeper levels of reality that we could still penetrate and see through. And it has to do with a couple things. One is being able to objectively assess both sides of an argument. So let's take like paleo versus vegan diets. Both diets have very good points and both have weaknesses too. So if you're someone who's able to see through it, you're able to take the good things of both of them and discard the hang-ups of both. Like for example, some paleo folks might overlook factory farming and the complete tragedy of slaughterhouses and things like that. And some vegans might overlook the fact that growing wheat destroys entire ecosystems, and animals within those ecosystems, like rodents and even baby deer, get caught up in the machines that clear the land. And they might overlook the fact that Doritos really aren't that good for the planet or beings in general, too. So it's able to see through the arguments on both sides of the spectrum. That's one way of seeing through things and gaining wisdom through that. And another thing, it's kind of tied into it, is having an objective perspective on things, being able to look at things objectively and have an outside looking in perspective, seeing through things. And that's where something like meditation comes in handy, because you're able to objectively observe your thoughts. So instead of being attached to them and believing everything that pops in your head, because it might be just egotistic absurdity, instead of just believing everything that pops in there, you're able to see through it. So, yeah. And then the crazy thing is, you don't know what you can't see through, because it's what you're seeing. So you don't know that limit, essentially. But it's just about being open-minded and being curious and being able, open-minded and curious. That's pretty much it. So as long as you have that open-minded curiosity and a sense of faith, that's really it. So I'll repeat the quote again. Wisdom lies not in seeing things, but in seeing through things. All right? So see through all the illusions, penetrate all of those delusions, and you're left with true reality. All right? Peace, peace. Much love and one love, baby.